What's up, tribe? So I've had a couple people message me over the last few weeks wanting to know, where are the movement videos? So I thought, I would give you a quick explanation why I haven't done a movement video, and then I will share our first movement video with you today. So the reason I held off on doing any movement videos to this point was really intentional, because having worked with people for about 12 and a half years as a personal trainer or a movement coach or exercise coach, whatever you want to call me, they're all true. I find that exercise can sometimes be an easy way out, right? Meaning that in the beginning, a lot of people need to work more on their sleep. They need to work more on their quality of food, right? Connecting to their metabolic types, connecting to the amount of water they're drinking, learning to manage their stress, not first through exercise, but through breathing exercises like breathing, Tai Chi, yoga, relaxing walks, right? That's the kind of area we really want to generally start our movement program. And then we want to slowly start progressing it into doing things like postural correction, stability and movement training from the inside out, from the ground up. And then we can start getting into doing dynamic things like, running and Olympic weightlifting. But in the beginning, we really want to take the time to recognize our habits, patterns, connect to our mind, body, and soul. And then we can start using exercise efficiently so that it provides us with longevity, vitality, and a sustainable solution, easy for me to say, to what's going on with us physically, as opposed to, I'm just going to use exercise as stress management, when it really then only in turn flops and becomes the stress itself. So having said all that, today you shall pass, because I am going to share with you a very simple movement that everyone who watches this will benefit from. So you're going to start this movement by finding yourself a nice wall, and then you're going to sit here in this like butterfly pose with the bottoms of your feet together and your knees out. Once you get in this position, it might take you a couple seconds, but you just kind of want to scooch back till you got your tailbone against the wall, shoulders against the wall, and you're going to have your head against the wall. So that's 3 points of contact on the wall. If you are super tight and this challenges you, you could put a bolster under your booty, right? To bring you up a little bit, which will give you a little bit more flexibility. But also give yourself about 2 minutes sitting in this posture before you start the press, because that's going to allow it to become more of a restorative pose and just allow gravity to open you up and become your friend. So once I've allowed gravity to do its thing, then I'm going to grab my dowel and I'm going to make 90 degrees in my elbow joints, right? And so the dowel is just barely touching me right here on the top of my head. And then slowly, as I push my knees gently, I'm not forcing, we never force anything. When we force, we break. I'm going to gently push my knees towards the floor. And as I do so, keeping my 3 points of contact on the wall, I'm going to gently press up the wall. As I'm pressing up, I'm not speeding, and I'm making sure that I'm maintaining contact with the back of my hands and my knuckles on the wall. So my wrist is nice and straight. I'm not bending back. I'm keeping nice and straight, and then I'm going to come down, right? Ideally, you want to do that for maybe 10 to 20 repetitions, going nice and slow. If you're not a big counter, then just set a timer for about 2 minutes. And just nice and straight, and just allow it to open you up, right? Probably the biggest thing we see is kyphosis. We see people that are really rounded in their necks and their backs. So I figured let's start with the biggest posture deviation on our first movement video, and then we'll work our way out from there. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you try this. Even if you think you're super fit, I hope you try this, because I think you might get a little bit of a wake-up call when it comes to, where your spine, shoulders are really at in the world. So thank you for watching, and let me know what you think about this movement. Peace.